Good morning, afternoon, good evening, whenever you get this, my brothers and my sisters. I just wanted to just go live, try to give everybody a chance to come holler at your boy before I plant some more of these works all the way out here and get them all the way done. Uh, the road less traveled, you understand? The long road home. We uh we have to talk about a couple things because as I get ready to lay out the next of the White Heaven and what I can get done with the Rick, I have to do the White Heaven first. I can't put Rick all the way on the back burner, but I have to do the White Heaven. It's imperative that I get that done and people can see what's going on. Um, I've done my best to show people complete world history uh, and really try to give everyone the understanding that I have. And I do get that everyone does not understand the same, but to show them the lenses that I view the situation is all I can actually truly do. What I've done these last couple months is I've tried to show people once again several times how we got where we are, you know. And when I say the long road home and the past left traveled, I literally mean that because where we're trying to get to is so far from us, and how we get there is so different that we have to realize that there will be situations we are versed with or placed in that are either highly unfavorable or truly vexation of spirit. Now, the vexation of spirit will not cause one to be, I don't know, out of their mind, but it may put you in a situation mentally where you decide physically you're going to either withhold a certain part of your services or do things differently that may alter the course of everything. So follow me here. I'm not going to read any articles. I'm just going to bring up the information because these are going to be, you'll get to see the stuff as I do these videos. Right now, we're seeing the same information. What's popping, family? We're seeing the same information that I presented not too long ago coming full bear. And if you understand the history, it's not a surprise. Case in point, China has an unlikely ally in the Taliban, they say. But why is it such an unlikely ally if we understand that the Il Khan of China had control over that entire region at a certain point, and everyone answered to the Il Khan? Stop right there. See, when we look at what's happening and we understand history, we can get outside of what we believe to be the truth, and we can get into what we know to be the truth. So the truth is this: these individuals, whether they be full-blown Chinese or Afghan right now, they come from a certain bloodline that we all know is questionable. And not only is it a questionable bloodline, right, but it's a bloodline that has placed people in a position where in these regions, now they don't know everything, right on. Now they're unsure of themselves. Check me out. I had a thought today, and I said, Meech, I said, if Rick has paid any kind of attention to you, maybe it's occurred to Rick that they have to work together in order to get this job done, in order to do what it is that they believe that they must do. Brothers and sisters, I love y'all because it's been a blessing just to bring the information to you, just to really speak and let it be said. We're on a path less traveled. You understand? We're on a path much less traveled. People don't travel this way. People don't go this road because it has all the hills, all the boulders, all the downhill streams, all the wild animals. It has everything that could possibly be in opposition to you in the way, you know? And we just have to thank the God of glory, right, for even being here. It's a blessing to be alive. You know, it's a blessing to be able to say, hey, why aren't they talking about the fact that the Russians, the Chinese, the Iranians, and all these groups all come from a similar group, and that the Turks come from a similar group, and that these same individuals who they say are, who live in the Middle East now, listen, this is deep. You guys remember when I read to you the other day how the Ostrogoths, the Visigoths, the Burgundians, and the Jutes tried to preserve Roman culture? But I pointed out that it's because they're not. If you had any kind of, once again, think about this. How hard is it for a pagan to be a pagan? Come on, think about that. How hard is it for a pagan to be a pagan, right? So these are pagans who were never Roman, who tried to preserve something that they didn't. How can you preserve something that you didn't create? You don't know how to do that. They didn't create the earth, so how can they preserve the earth that they didn't create? Right? So the same thing that happened with the Romans and these white-skinned things calling themselves Romans, the same thing that happened in the Middle East with folks calling themselves Syrian, folks calling themselves Palestinian, aka the Philistines, or the Philistine, depending on how you want to say it. Check this. They're no different. They tried to preserve the cultures. Whoever you think all these individuals are cats who actually did not come from that culture and tried to preserve it once they destroyed it. Did they not do the same thing here in America for the so-called Native Americans, where it's a broken culture? We don't even know what they used to really, really, really do unless you listen to the old timers who have nothing but hate and contempt for this government. See, this long road home is going to take us to many different places that are uncomfortable, is what I'm getting at. There's going to be some uncomfortable information shared that people don't find conventional, that we need to put in our minds and say, okay, it's really us versus everyone else, right? It's not what I'm saying. The information's out there. So it's not like I'm just manifesting these things out of nothing. They exist. I go, I find what has already been the works of another individual, Gentile or not, and I profess their works for them because maybe they didn't know how to express it in the sense and in the manner that I'm going to express it in. Because I feel as if these things are misrepresented or underrepresented. Once again, how can we acknowledge that the Turks come from a similar background, genealogy, and overall structure of how they had their societies as the so-called Germanic tribes and not think that they weren't Germanic? Come on, hear me. So-called Germanic, because like I just told you, all the cultures, all the names of these people, I could contend that Franks, Jutes, Burgundians, and Anglo were not the name of these groups. I could contend that. I could contend that they were never Gauls. There's a lot of things I could contend because they can't prove that they're actually anything that they say. Follow me. When did they start speaking English? Somebody break that down. Who taught them the language? They didn't come talking like that. See, these are things that you have to understand, that this language that we speak, somebody else learned it, taught it, gave it to them. They didn't teach themselves. Otherwise, they all would have been English speakers. Hear me. Where did it come from? See, people don't ask the right questions. I'm on the path less traveled. We are on the path less traveled because the road home is the longest road. It is a long road. And we have to get there by being diligent and doing the due diligence to find out what we have to uncover. See, as I was reading these articles and I was understanding and I was seeing this information, and I said, Demetrius, I said, have you not been talking about the same very information? Of all groups, the Taliban, who are a like so-called Asiatic group to the Chinese, why would they not partner with them? I told people back in the days, these guys think they're Arabs. People don't know about the Arab and Chinese connection. Quick Quick reference of information. The Indians don't eat beef because the Egyptians used to rule over India for a certain period of time, and they had rulers from Egypt take the throne there. Come on. And the Egyptians did not eat red meat. What? Sure didn't eat the cow for a fact, but I don't think they ate any red meat like that. See, it's when you can understand and really know, like, okay, this is what's going on. This is how they're moving. This is how they rock, huh? The Indians, not all of them, but some of them have a true contingent bloodline of real Egyptian people, and they know it. Another branch of them, sect of them, have blood of Ethiopian people, and they know it. The Indians are responsible for seeding of what you know as most known Asia, including the islands, and they know it. They don't want to talk about it. Because if we talk about where Negritos and all those terms really come from, everything I just said holds way more weight than it doesn't. Let's talk about it. See, the long road home is me telling everybody all way back in the days, all the black in the world, and starting up something that had never been seen before, and sparked a fire to where we are right now. Come on, hear me right now, brothers and sisters. Your brothers showed everyone how this works. Okay, how all black people don't have the same hair. How all black people don't even have the same gene structure, let alone the same visage. So when I was showing the little picture of Tom Hanks the other day, right? Maybe y'all didn't see the picture of the Aboriginals before that. Tom Hanks's hair structure was just like these Aboriginal folks, only he got white looking skin. The thing is, though, before people try to say anything crazy, we see folks right now in all ranges of sports who have white looking skin and a black father. Come on, hear me. That's why they say mama's baby and father's maybe. Okay, because guess what? You can't prove to me. Just like I don't think that Chet Hanks is his real son, because he don't look nothing like Colin Hanks. The dude don't even look nothing like him. Anyway, let me stop. I'm cold pimping like that, and I don't care. And look, the long road home. Get this toothbrush out my pocket. The long road home. My beard brush, but anyway, the long road home, y'all, is one that has to be traveled down with careful due diligence to point out that hey, cats who y'all think is less like you or more like you than cats who you think are like you. Did you hear me? You have black folks who have no related genome structure in their body to yours. Their phenotype is similar because how their genome structure is put together, listen, mirrors a certain, it's like they tried to copy, but they didn't copy everything. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna say it like that, like when the angels were getting the women pregnant, because not all the angels were white, just some of them. When they were getting the women pregnant, they couldn't give the genome every little thing, right on, like as if you know how they tamper with the DNA right now with the babies, and they can make the baby like this, like this. That I believe that the angels willfully made their children's giants. Some of them, not all of them. You know what I mean? Like some of them probably didn't even know that you could make the child a giant, that type of thing. And it's just crazy to really consider all the information. Because when you start to really look at it and you start to break it down and you start to hear the things that have been said to you, like once again, y'all, if I'm telling you right now that these dudes copy everything, right? They told you they tried to preserve a culture. So I'm going to read something to you. And does it not sound like they tried to preserve the truth just a little bit while they were telling lies? Let me go ahead and find the days of the moon because I need to do that. I need to point out to you guys just how backwards the whole thinking is. You understand? How corrupt it is. Okay, here we go. So look, this is This is the astronomy book and the book of Enoch, right? Listen to this. I'm going to skip right to the part that says, complete the years with perfect justice in 364 days. Stop right there. If I tell you right now that there's days in the moon's year that are only 28 and 29 days, are you listening to me? Are y'all hearing me? That there's days in the moon's months that are only 28 and 29 days. Listen, 3 months of 29 days. Come on. Word? Listen, this is the moon. Okay, this is in the book of Enoch. I don't want to get too carried away with that. I just wanted to share the information, so that way we could really talk about it. What's popping, D-Mac? What's popping? Check me out, y'all. They have in the calendar year now. Listen to me. This is all part of the game. We got to understand all these little things so we see how much of the truth they throw at us and how fast they are to tell a lie. There's 364 days. You know what I'm saying? I get it, bro. Just keep your head down and get your hours done. Clock out and go home. Relax. But check this though. If there's 364 days in a year, 360 days complete the actual calendar of 30 days per month. The 4 other days are the intercalary days that control and rend the seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall. However you want to order them, say them, and put them out there. But those are the 4 seasons. So those are the representation of 4 days. They added one more day. Listen, is it no different than them changing what is a Latin language to a caveman Latin language? Because they could never. When I tell y'all, who do you think speaking slang came from? But them, right? In every place on the planet, right? Except for where black people actually talk. I'm going to read something to y'all here in a second out of the book of the Ecclesiasticus, and you'll understand what I mean by translations and transliterations. Follow me. You have cats who will try to tell you that they understand something that they don't. We're not privy. We're not privy to being able to say, hey, look, I know you guys aren't going to believe everything that I say, but at least consider the information. That black people don't get that. We don't get that. Okay? They speak pidgin in every place on this earth. Pidgin is slang. Black people master languages. When we actually want to know it, we master the language. Kobe Bryant, rest his soul, and his daughter, and everyone who died in that crash. The man spoke several languages. I want to say he spoke French, maybe even spoke Italian. Right on? Fluently. Listen to me. When I say things like that, I point it out to just note to you that, look, I don't know, y'all know black people who speak these languages fluently. What? See, this is the problem, is that you have too many characters who don't realize what happened. These individuals could never master the language. If they could, we would still be speaking Aramaic to this day. We would still be speaking the Hebrew tongue until this day. Even more gratification that the Hebrews began to breed out with those that had bred with Gentiles and didn't speak any true earthen languages. And the earthen languages that they did speak were not that of the Hebrew tongue, were not that of the Semitic people, because they're breeding out with Hamites and Japhetites. i.e. the Romans and Grecians, i.e. the Egyptians, i.e. the Philistines. Come on, hear me. I'm trying to give y'all the real game. And so that way you can really look at it different. The long road home is going to be when we're all able to say, you know what? Demetrius is not coming with his own. I didn't make all this stuff up. I am not presenting to you my own information. Those websites, someone else did all that work. And I have the right in my knowledgeable mind to press forward and to disagree with anything that I know that they know is a lie. If they start off telling you something that is incomplete, as in the history of the so-called Germanic tribes are lost in the sand, afterwards you can disagree with, until you get to the modern day where you can prove that these individuals who consider themselves German are truly German, are doing whatever they're doing. We don't have to consider any of that. We can imagine whatever we like in our minds. It's highly convenient that the groups that were the recipients of slavery never told anyone anything about the greatness of the slaves that they were around, and the obscurity of the honesties that are told are now being reveled only because now they're trying to diminish the feeling of enmity, and in some cases of envy and jealousy. I won't say rightfully so, but understandably so, of the black man, woman, and child. And now they feel as if they need to acknowledge the greatness of the black person. It's too late. See, they had hundreds of years to do this, and they did not. They took the easy road, which is to keep diminishing and oppressing you. And black people, the truest of us, who did not sell out, who did not give in, have taken the high road. This is the road less traveled. I am the path less traveled, y'all. Because if you deal with me, you deal in absolutes. The Most High God deals in absolutes. So I will deal in nothing less to the best of my ability. Where there is room to disagree or to see something differently, we shall do so, if that be the best course of action. But in any other instance where it is absolute, then it's to the death. That is that simple. It is that simple. The Most High God judge betwixt us. That's how you have to be in your life. If you're not like that, it won't work. Because you'll give in to anything. You'll fall for anything. That's a fact. They are mad right now, y'all. I could have popped out a Rick. I was going to, but something in my head, something in my heart said, don't do that. Just talk to the people regularly, because you are you. Talk to them. Talk to the people, because I love just chopping it. Word. I want to know how everybody is doing, but I try to keep up with people the best I can. So I have a general idea, but I don't ever mind anyone telling me how they're doing. I don't mind anyone saying, hey, I want to hear about this. Lay it on me, because I'll do the best of my ability right now to bring it to or to bear it to mind, to speak on it, and to at least sound like I have enough interest that what I'm saying is not just what I've heard everyone else say. See, Gentiles told lies like Noah was a drunk. But here's the thing, though. They have mystical, made-up stories, right? They have no Noahs in their stories. See, all of their stories, it's all fallen angels. They're not men who do anything great. It's all demonic forces. Forces that could have been angelic had they chose to be derelict. Right. They have no thing that messes with the story of a Moses or a Noah. They have no one who does that. Want to know why? Because once again, they're not people. That's why. It's really that simple. See, they forced their ideals of peoplehood onto us. They're not people. Like Andre said, bro, he said they're not even bad people because they're just not people. They're just Gentiles. That's right. He's absolutely right. 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 We can't even say that they're not good people. They're just not people, period. So guess what? Their sentiment, I don't give a damn how it makes them feel. That's the facts. Those are the truths. Of course, bro. Of course, bro. But that's talking about, see, giants are Gentiles. Let's break it down again. The first original Gentile is the giant, the seed of the angels in the book of Enoch. The further Gentile seed, listen, I'm about to break it down. See, they didn't want to get the funky business, but the long road home, less traveled. I'll never get to make $1 billion budget movie where I can show y'all how these cats dug into the ground, how giants were killing each other. No, none of that. Me and Andre will never get to make one of those but it'll never happen. But, right on, what I can tell y'all about is this. I can tell y'all about how like when I talk to brothers like Andre Wickham, like Roger Spice, right on, and we speak about these things, about how they dirtied up all these things. If an angel can sleep with the earth woman, why can't the seed of this angel, if applicable, why can't it not sleep with an earth animal and produce and procreate from it? Come on, hear me now. I'm about to get carried away with a couple things. Did y'all know that the reason why they tell us to drink so much water is because when they were in Middle Earth, they were getting flooded out. So they had to force themselves to drink so much water every day in order to keep from getting flooded out. Did y'all know that they used to live in and around their own waste? Did y'all know that? This is why they don't mind doing that now. Come on, and I told y'all, they come from the genetics of what? Of animals, and a thing that's not even actually a person. Don't nobody want to hear this. This is the truth. I'm breaking into it. I'm breaking into it. All the animals that were brought into the middle of the planet by actual people. Okay? Right. These giant forces, if they was eating, you can only imagine what went down in Middle Earth. I don't even like thinking about it, but as I have to go there to tell myself, how did they get like that? Some of them are uber hostile. Uber hostile. How did they get like that? Because they come from animal genetics, cuz. Some of them are uber passive. How did they get like that? Because they come from animal genetics. Word? They tell you, not me. But don't worry, my next white heaven, I'm up right on top of their head with that ovoid particle. We're going to see how they feel. We're going to see what they say when I breaks it down. That ovoid particle is real, y'all. It's real. It's the real deal. Okay? It is the Holyfield real, okay? One moment. Well, come on. We got to put one more in the air. Ready made. People don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that. What are themselves? What is a Gentile? What is a tile, y'all? A tile is a piece of something. The gen, right? Let's just throw a e there, right? Because hold on, if it's a gene tile and not a Gentile, we're in trouble. Let me go ahead and read something to y'all. Ecclesiasticus, verse 1. No, verse 1 of chapter 1. Picking up in the middle of the chapter where I left off. Wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us wherein we may see to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. Let me repeat myself. Let me read that again. Wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us, wherein we may see to come short of some words, where we may seem to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. For in the 38th year coming into Egypt, when Euergetes was king and was continuing there some time, I found a book of no small learning. Therefore, I thought of it most necessary to me to bestow some diligence and travail to interpret it, using great watchfulness and skill in that space to bring the book to an end and set it forth for them also, which in a strange country are willing to learn, being prepared before in manners to live after the law. Stop right there. See, the man said a whole bunch, but I'm going to unpack it all real quick. He said, in short, he's saying, as I always say, they translate and they transliterated it. Okay, so you have to read between the lines of what is being said. This is why they will put more wording behind something, hoping, or less wording in something, hoping that you give it more thought. Okay, also with that said, he's saying that, let's say the book of a prophet was written in Syrian and not in traditional Hebrew. He's saying, okay, it's one thing for you to write it in Syrian and then to translate it from there. But if the prophet spoke Hebrew, then the words that you already have, okay, because you could say that you could say that the Syrian people are Hebrews to a distinction, but they don't claim to be Hebrews. Understanding me? Follow me now. The Assyrians don't claim to be Hebrews. The Ammonites, neither the Moabites claim to be Hebrews. The Edomites don't even claim to be Hebrews. Only the children of Israel call themselves Hebrews. The sons of Isaac, the sons of Abraham. Now follow what I'm saying, y'all. If he's saying that the translation and transliteration took him, this is a prophet. That's Joshua saying that. Okay, that's not the Joshua of the New Testimony. No, that's the old Joshua of the Old Testimony. The one who got to see the angels and things like that. Pretty sure that's him. Follow me. They call him Jesus in this book. I wonder why. However, is that just the translation, transliteration, or is that just them purposely doing that to sow the seeds of confusion? Understand me, man. I'm trying to give everybody the game so we can see what's going on here. He said what? He said that whatever language they spoke, he said, and in the strange land, right? Are we not in a strange land? Yes, we are. Do they not try to abide by the law to some degree? Some of them, yes, they do. They're doing their best, all that they've ever been taught to do, all that they know to try to get close to God. Understand, it's not far from the Gentile to want to worship the Most High God. They just don't know how. And they feel because they're not the chosen seed that they shouldn't worship him. This is a major thing. They give themselves away by not practicing all the things. Why did they not try to preserve Hebrew culture? And these cats claim to be the true seed of the Hebrews, don't speak the language, and have not preserved the culture. I'm just saying. This is why they don't want people like me to be talking. This is why YouTube will never let it blow up. I can't blow up. I have videos that literally just went so hard it just hurt their algorithm, I guess. Like where they were like, fuck it. He just has to get the thousands of views because those videos might have got millions of views. And my other videos would probably normally render thousands, like my brother Andre Wickham says, like, bro, the titles are not complicated. And he's like, and the little thumbnails normally are enough to get somebody just to want to hear what you have to say. I'm not saying nothing crazy. As crazy as they think I sound way more sane telling folks that they came out the middle of the planet, the middle of the earth, from the recesses of the mountains sounds way more logical than telling you that you came from a monkey. Even furthermore, what I say sounds more logical because you only are present after what is known as the Tower of Confusion, which is the great separation of man and the separation of the earth. Come on. I have videos like the Continental Drift that have hundreds of views. I have many of videos that have hundreds of views, believe it or not. They're just old. They're years old. They're years and years old, but they have hundreds of views. But they don't have thousands of views like they probably realistically should because the suppression is real. If I need the mic one time, that's it. I just need the mic once on a national scale, stage, whatever. I need it once and it's over and it's done. They'll start killing each other tomorrow. Think I'm lying? They already want to end it. Don't worry, we got a special gift for Adolf Hitler coming. We got a special gift for him coming. Come on. Brother Andre's been putting the pressure on me. I brought it up, so I really put the pressure on myself. But he been since I that once again, the logic is so sound that we have to start to look at Hitler in a way different scheme. Like I presented him years ago, but I didn't have the full mind to really understand what I understand. The Most High God unlocks a little piece for me each and every day, even when I sin, and He allows for me to change how I view the information on a daily basis. So that way, I see it the same way, but I can still see it differently. I can see the small minutia of details and how it relates to another thing. But just to get back to it all though, they don't want you and me to be able to ever say nothing, y'all, that'll really just change the game. Because if you're listening to a brother like me, guess what that means? That means that they think you're a radical. Don't leave because I said that. I'm telling you right now, they already know who all y'all are. The FBI, the NSA, the DIA, all of them. Okay? They already know who y'all are. Word? They watch me, I'm pretty sure, quite closely to see if I'm ever going to like pipe up and actually go get a gun. No, I don't need a gun. I have swords for that. I have a bow and arrow for that. When I get paid on Friday, I'm buying a crossbow. You feel me? Like, I'm not tripping. You know, when all the witchcraft fails, I'ma still have a basic sword. I'ma still have the sword to use. Or because even though it's witchcraft, unless there's some kind of giant magnetism thing that's gonna happen, not like an EMP, because I don't see how an EMP would affect the sword. But if there's some kind of magnetism or magnetic phenomena that's going to take place that renders all things like that useless, then oh yeah, it's going to go down. But unless that happens, and I haven't read anything like that in the scripture that would give me the reason to believe so. So I believe that the sword will still be in commission after the first hour of bloodshed. That's probably solely done by gunfire, pretty much. And by then, most people with guns will be dead. Guns will be malfunctioning. They won't have ammunition. The natural environment might also be causing reasoning to not want to use a weapon. Just all different types of reasons why why the uh, why the guns and why all this stuff. You know what I mean? Why all these things, are going to be nullified, pretty much. One moment, y'all. What's popping, family? What's popping? I hope you resting up still. I hope you still in the, hope you still resting up, drinking that apple juice. You know what I'm talking about? Eating some good soft grits, right, with a little toast and butter on them. Hope you resting up well. I really do. But yeah, y'all, man, I'm saying it to have it been said. It needs to be on record. Let's talk about Hitler for just half a second. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about Hitler for half a second, half a moment. I don't know what the title of the video is gonna be. I'm stuck between like a if Hitler was a hero, this is the reasons why, or like did God send Hitler? Like was Hitler sent by God? Was Hitler called or chosen by God? Because the craziest thing, if y'all watch the old video, I'm gonna have to go find the link. Let me just do it now real quick, right? I'm gonna put it in a joint. And it's called End Times, right? And thank God YouTube will just let you look up, your videos, you know. 1 second. And there's a reason why I'm not sharing the screen. Uh I just wanted to talk to you. I don't want to do all that stuff, and End Times. Whoa. There we go. They try to act like that. Boy, they try to act like I didn't even have this shit. Whoa. You go ahead and get that video link. Bloop. Copy. Y'all got to check this out, y'all. This is from 4 years ago, okay? All right. This is from 4 years ago. End Times. Bang. Paste. Wow, it's in there. It's there. That's there. Listen, in the End Times, I actually got a copyright hit in this video. This is the first ever time. I've had like 5 different copyright hits, 6 different copyright hits over the years. Right? I haven't had that many, but this was the first one that when I got a copyright hit, it was weird because it was my own words. I typed up some stuff and I let it stroll, and they tried to, and YouTube tried a couple times to tell me that a website that didn't exist. When I would go look up the website, y'all, I would go look the website up. The website didn't even exist. Word, and they would say that I had a copyright strike. I swear to God, I would fight the copyrights and everything. Man, YouTube knows what's popping. Your boy is 10 toes down. Check me. Look, in End Times, I explained how Hitler wanted to bring the Messiah, or he tried to bring about the end, right? And how the advent of technology after World War I and World War II only came because of all the blood sacrifice to the spirits or the demons that gave them the information to learn how to actually do those things. So now this one with Hitler is going to be really trying to point out, like, is he a hero? Word, like is the dude really a hero? Like, there's a chance that I could argue that this cat could really be going to heaven, no matter how crazy y'all think he is. Follow me. The same Khazars that said that they're Jews that are not Jews, the same Khazars that adopted to Buddhism, okay, the same Khazars who would force the Punjab class in India. Don't worry, we're going to go over this stuff in some days coming. The same Khazars who created the Islamic faith. Stop. Them Khazars. Those are the ones who Hitler persecuted. Those are the ones who control the medium, aka the media, the plurality of mediums, in which the lens he would be viewed. If Hitler was a saint, then the Most High God sent him to purposely show us who the enemy of the God on high is. Can I get a hallelujah from somebody? Listen, the Most High God sent Hitler here to show unto us who they are. Had Hitler not lost his mind and lost all of his faculties, the Most High God could have come back already or been on his way back sooner than later, and maybe not in the vicious nature that he's going to come back and take all the lives that he will take in. They would love to see all of us dead and destroyed by his hand, killed off by the God of glory, because he is ancient and he is the head of days. They would hope and believe in the idea that he would recreate all life and that they would be recreated. Why would he recreate something that helped to destroy life so that way that they could be made into what they would never were? Hear me. To all the blessings go to the God of glory. Hitler was a vegan. Hitler didn't cheat on his wife. Hitler, by many more means, is more honorable than a great many of Gentiles, let alone men you have met in your lives. He dishonored himself and he dishonored the Most High God by trying to entreat a trespass on a group of Gentiles who now have been chosen by the Most High God to expose everything furthermore. That's Rick, baby. That's Russia, Iran, China. Because, like I said, they were on the losing end of the crusade. Let me talk about it. Skip the crusade. Let's get to World War I. Do you know that when the Germans lost World War I effectively, many of them went to the Red Army and trained many of the soldiers in the Red Army. Many of the tactics used to this day were learned from German soldiers. Come on. They don't want to talk about it. I'll talk about it. If Hitler had held his hand, the Russians would have joined him. That's a fact. Same Russians who fought in the Bolshevik Revolution, who were tired of the same oppressor that Hitler spoke on in his land, the Khazar, who were known for what, y'all? Messing up the money everywhere they went. Because what? They're not people. So they don't understand the power of the honor system. The Crow agrees with me. That's right. See, they don't understand, y'all. They don't get it. This is the long road home. Okay? This is the path less traveled. They've been the Federal Reserve for every nation they've been to for a very long time, destroying as they go. People want years and dates and numbers and names. When I used to drop years and dates and numbers and names, I had an individual who's had several of his channels deleted by his own hands say that name dropping was the last refuge of the stupid. Come on. May he burn in hell with the rest of the Chaldeans. The Chaldeans who truly, truly are the lion and not the sheep. May he burn in hell with the rest of them. See, I breaks it down like that so that way people understand. Y'all do realize that the individuals who just left are individuals who are normally of that ilk and more than likely could be the same individuals I'm speaking on that I just spoke of. Listen, it's that deep, y'all. It's that deep. I'm that cold. I'm that. Whew. I can't. I have to tug my own coattail every once in a while because you know what I'm saying? I got a few people who really believe in me, but I have to believe in myself too. I have to believe that the Most High God believes in me because I'm still here and He hasn't killed me just yet. So I have to believe that if He hasn't killed me just yet, there must be a plan for me. See, y'all? Right. You follow me? Come on. Come on, Jedi. Come on, Jedi. You know what we're talking about. Family. Even if you had it all to lose, that would be even more of a reason to be with me. The Jeshua. I'm not Jeshua. I'm just Demetrius Griffin under the alias of Demetrius Jones. Listen, because I'm really a Griffin. I'm not a Jones, y'all. My father's last name should be Griffin. My last name should be Griffin. It's okay. One of these days, I'm going to get that rectified. Follow me. I'm with y'all. I'm not Jeshua, but I could understand the gesture he made to the rich young dude. Leave everything you have right now. Come with me. Cuz said, I can't do that. I'm paraphrasing. He said, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Even if I had it all to lose. Right on? I'm with you, family. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be, look, don't worry about all that, right on? We're helping each other think. We help each other think. We help each other get better. This is why we're here. You know, I used to really go in, right? I used to, it's fiery, you know, some years ago. I've chilled out because when people hear the message, I want them to realize that I have grown and I have had much growth from a 24-year-old to a 30-year-old. And all that I've learned in all these years will not go uh, unaccounted for in my own mind and unacknowledged and unaccepted. Can you dig it? I acquiesce that there are things that I do not know. I surrender that. Okay. I capitulate that. And I surrender that. That's the facts. But the things that I do not know that I desire to learn, I desire to learn them. And I want to learn them. I have a life that I have to go to the plantation like everyone else and put my time in, and then I get to go home. And then we go from there. I'm sure we all understand it. I'm sure we all get it. I'm sure we all know it's not my choice, or it's not your choice to have to work, to have a job. But there is something honorable about knowing that I've held my own in the land of the heathen. That my ancestors, though I do not pray to them and I don't worship them, my ancestors would be proud to just see that he has not allowed this system to turn him into a nigger patty. Because that's what they do. You go in a nig one hand, you come out a patty on another. They just grind that ass out. And that's what they've been doing to black people for such a long time. And I'm the one to say, no more. Break the meat grinder and kill the motherfucking meat person. Okay? Kill the butcher. Burn the whole shop down. Fuck them. No more grinding out nigger patties. That's where I'm at. And they don't want to hear that. See, don't nobody want to stand with that. That's too much of a, that's too stout of a message. That's too right here of a message. They don't mind seeing nigga patties get ground out. That's how they get clicks. That's how they get views. That's how they get their money. That's how people support them. Once again, I told y'all, I will never get paid off the success or suffering of a black person. Never. Never. I never will do that. I never will ask someone who I know worked and went and put the time in. I put the time into research. I've never asked anybody for no kind of money. Word. Have I received a couple gifts over the years? Sure, that's fine. But these are things that people ask me about. I didn't go to them. So once again, I give what I have freely. The information that's in my mind, I give it away freely. It's to be had. But at least show a brother the forward thought of saying, you know what, brother, I did hear about you. I know I don't want to say I went to this super duper obscure YouTube channel that has almost as many videos as he has subs. And I took from him. And why he won't quit, why he doesn't stop, we don't know. Why is he so persistent? Why shouldn't I persist? Why shouldn't I stay here? I like what I do, okay? And I love my people way more than I like what I do. I love my people. And I love my God more than I'll ever love my people. I'm sorry. But I love y'all so much that I have to show him that if it means laying down my life for them to show you that I love you, then that's what it is. See, that's where I'm at. See, that's the level that I'm at. I'll die for the people to show the Most High God that I love you that much because I know that you love these people. See, that's the difference. I'm not worried about that. They ain't never put themselves between the crossfires. They ain't never put themselves in the crosshairs of no danger for another black person like I have. I've done that. Still here. And still, can you dig it? And still tired. Worn out on many different levels. But I do what I have to do so that way the people can get the information. I told y'all I'm making White Heaven Apex Predator. That'll never end. Apex Predator might get its own thing eventually. But I just want to tie it with White Heaven. Because what they think they are. They think they're apex predators. Really, no known predator. None. And you got a brother like me who's like, yo, I done gave him an address. The address is out there. They can come show up whenever they want. 115 North Yakima, Tacoma, Washington, 98403. Get at me. All you got to do is buzz yourself up, cuz don't worry, I'm going to buzz you up. We're going to see what you're really about. And don't owe Jesus, don't owe God then. Because I ain't worried about nothing that you got. You come up here with a fully automatic. I don't give a fuck what you got. We'll see what you want. We'll see what you want. We'll see what you want. We'll see what you want when one of these sharp swords hit your ass. We'll see what you want then. When I don't ask no questions and I just take off on you. You don't even see it coming because you thought that I wasn't going to see it coming. Once again, I'm him. I don't live in no gated community. And like I said, nigga, I'll buzz you up, nigga. No problem. That's the difference between me and these other motherfuckers. These cats is cowards, scared of their own shadows. Let me speak to something that a lot of y'all probably didn't recognize last year that happened. Tariq Nasheed, YouTuber, activist, right? I could say activist, and then I could just say YouTuber after that, because he's really an activist. He wants to be. I think that's where his heart is at. I think that more than anything, he wants to truly be helpful. But second to where his heart is at is him trying to make money. And it's a close second. So he don't understand that sometimes he muddies the waters too much. But let me just break one down to y'all. How Cuz was rattled last year. he said some shit about Kevin Hart. And nigga, go watch the videos. Go back and watch the videos if y'all fucking don't believe me. This nigga started taking vacation after vacation after vacation after vacation after vacation because he was rattled about the situation with Kevin Hart. He was rattled. He was hella rattled. And he thought Kevin Hart might have some people come. You don't never know who nobody knows, cuz, you feel me? Maybe Kevin Hart didn't give a fuck, but maybe niggas who love Kevin, who were some real writers, some real killers, might have felt some type of way. Maybe he caught wind of that shit and was like, whoa, these niggas live in this same gated community or live somewhere close and they have access to this bitch. See what I'm saying, y'all? Niggas who really did something to him. I'm trying to tell you, man, I pays attention. I gives a fuck. I'll tell you the truth right now. Did I say anything last year when it was happening? No. I'm a real nigga. But right now, since he been pretty cool about shit and he ain't really talked about Kevin like that, let me bring it up and let me bear it to your attention. See, I'm on the long road home, the path less traveled. Okay? Shout out to my nigga Adrian Broner. You feel me? If AB want to come kick it in the tack, my nigga, he got my address. Don't show up on no bullshit. I ain't gonna hurt you, bro. Word, don't show up on no bullshit, nigga. You feel me? You feel me? And I'll show you a good time in the tack. We ain't gotta go drinking or nothing, family. Don't worry, my nigga. I love my people. But fuck niggas like Tariq Nasheed when they be on that funny shit. And I troll his comment section tough. I'm blocked already over there. I bang his ass with comments all the time. Bang his ass with all kind of information. I showed these niggas that Bill Cosby got out. I swear. God, kill me now. When Bill Cosby first got released, the first 3 people I dropped it to, 4. I know I sent it to Andre and Roger Spice for sure. Then I dropped it off to Cynthia G just to bang on her motherfucking monkey ass. And then I dropped it off to Tariq Nasheed. And I might have dropped it off to Professor Truth or Black Authority, whatever. I love showing these niggas how just you're not on your game like you think you are. Word? I love showing them like, nigga, you're not half the analyst I am. I work a regular job when I come home because on my free time, I'm looking up the information. I'm looking for shit to change, whatever's popping wherever. Niggas don't know. I could make money just being a real analyst. I just don't want to. That's the difference. I literally have no desire to get paid off of other people's success or suffering. I can only talk about black people. That's it. I would get the same kind of views that all these other dudes get. Word? Monetize my channel and all that kind of shit. I could make another channel and do that. If I wanted to, I have no desire to do that. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? That's the real difference. Is that I have no desire to get paid off for your success or your failure. You feel me? Or your suffering. Nothing. Nothing. I don't desire that. That's a weak ass motive. And go to any black YouTuber channel who ain't talking about black people. Okay? Go find one who's not talking about black. When I say it, talk about in their titles, they use the black person's name, okay, to get views. Follow me. See what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Black people need other black people to get paid. You actually need these niggas, and they won't even see. But when they put somebody's name in the title, is Tariq Nasheed required to send a small portion of his check to somebody? Does YouTube make sure that a small piece of the monetary donations that these individuals get to these other individuals? Follow me. Let me just go ahead and break something down. These niggas have parts of songs in their videos. They'll play a clip of a song in their video, right? And then tell other niggas that somebody copied them. You didn't make that song. Are you going to pay this artist every single time you play that little 2-second snippet? Probably not. Are you going to pay all these other individuals who created the sounds that you're using to support yourself, right? Are you going to give them a portion of the money? Probably not. But you think you're doing all the work. See, I'm on a real path less traveled, y'all. The long road home is going to be, I'm laying down the bricks in the foundation. And niggas is asking me what's taking so long. There's only 5 of us. There's only 10 of us who are doing all the work. And these millions back here are asking us what's taking so long. How long do you think it takes to build a bridge with 10 people? Huh? You hear what I'm saying? Who actually care about you. So millions can cross it. Hundreds of thousands can cross it. Right. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to hear that because if you go on that tangent, you ruin the whole game. You ruin everything that they talk about. You ruin everything that they believe in. If y'all believe that it's okay to get paid off the pain and suffering, the success and triumph of a brother, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you ruin your money if you do the right thing. But that's the point, though. Is at what level do you care about the people more than you care about your money, family? I love the Most High God more than I love anybody on this planet. But to show him that I love him, I do for other people on this planet. Because I can know there's nothing I can do for him. Can you feel what I'm saying? You know, like I operate in that mindset. I operate in the mindset that I know the difference between a Gentile and a person. Do I treat both with the same similar level of respect? Of course I do. But a real person will get my attention and will get my adulation and my love before a Gentile does. Because the chances of a Gentile being more righteous than a person are slim to none. Talking about a straight up real Gentile who has no Negro or Negroid blood in their body. And just because they have dark skin doesn't mean that they have Negroid blood in their body. It's in the hair. It's in the hair. Andre Wickham said it years ago. I continue to say it. I've been saying it for years. As many years as he's been saying it to me, I've been saying it to y'all. It's in the hair. Right on. And nobody can deny that. No one can say that. You know, no one can say that that's not true. Like I said, y'all, you have cats who are trying to get paid off the pain and suffering of black people and won't even tell you that all these black people are not even the same genetically. Can you feel me? But we're supposed to respect and honor what they bring forth to the table. It don't even make sense. This is why when I do what I'm doing, I don't ever mind it. Y'all hear the crows in the background acting up? I hope you do. Give me a second. I need, some motivation. Bloop. Just enough. Go ahead and advertise some Pendleton. Okay. Get you some of that if you drink. Bro, that's because I'm preaching, bro. They loving what I say, bro. They come by like this all the time, man. I wish one of them would get real loud right now. Word. Just to like, don't get quiet. See? These dudes is crazy. Word. Get loud. Get crazy and obnoxious. You know what I'm saying? Obnoxious. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I want to do. This man, cry out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Solomon Burke said, he said, cry to me. Okay. Cry to me. Okay. Shit. You know, they're living, bro. They're living. They're here. They're like me and you once again. I told my mother, this is crazy. We had a conversation. I don't mean to change it up. I'll get back to everything in a second. I told my mother today, I said, a gnat can think for itself. Word. So anything bigger than that can most definitely do it. Love it. Sing it. Anyway, I can't help myself, bro. You know, they are a part of my life like I'm a part of theirs. You know, and even if it's an unclean animal, it's still on the earth. So this is how I look at Gentiles, because even if you're not supposed to be here, you're here. So I might as well give you the decency of of what is respect and show you what true cordiality is. Don't worry. In one of my white heavens, I'm gonna break down how we showed them what anger, what love, what hate, what rage, okay, is. We showed them, like, when you do that, this is the feeling that you have. They didn't know that before. They didn't know what those feelings were. They didn't understand those things before. It was explained to them what they were feeling, right? And that it's okay to feel this way as long as you control yourself. Controlling yourself means not harming anyone else. We had to show them these things, right on. We had to really, like, we had to birth them into not being the violent creatures that they typically are. Word. And the things that our Japhetite uncles, that our Hamite uncles, that our Semite uncles, right on, and brethren and fathers, depending on who you are, got from all this was a stab in the back. Now, the stab in the back start with obviously your own people feeling some type of way, but it ends with a group who doesn't realize, like, the trouble that they're in. They don't even care. Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. I talked to my mother earlier, man. My mother said to me, "I'll worry about judgment when I get there." I'm like, what is the point of salvation if you'll worry about judgment when you get there? I didn't say that to her because, she's my mother. I don't want to be all on top of her helmet. And that's not what they don't like talking to me about the Bible because they know when I tell y'all I'm a PhD a couple times in the scripture, a couple times. I'm working on my 7th PhD, okay, in the scripture. All right. They don't know. I'm working on my PhDs in the script. I'm too cold. That's why I love the Bible more than any book. I don't even read other books because I read the Bible. There's nothing else to read. Why would I waste my time reading some nonsense? I'd rather just read an article. Or I'd rather read a 2-hour article than waste years out of my life reading a book, than waste days or weeks out of my life reading a book that is built on conjecture, incomplete or false information. This is where we're at. I'm trying to be the best person I can be for y'all. I'm working on what I can do for y'all. Shout out to my brother Martin Etta. Okay? Shout out to little brother Martin, wherever he's at, okay? In the wastelands of America. Stay up, little bro, and stay safe. I still love you, bro, all the same. You still my dude, bro. Shout out to little Martin. Right on? What's up? Leonard Yuda? What's popping? See, once again, man, we make it happen in here, man. We once again, it needs to be communal like this. When there's 10,000 people in the chat, too many of them are phonies. Too many of them are fake, and they don't really care about nobody. They don't even want to be there. We're here because the long road home and the path less traveled is one of a difficult circumstance. It is. It's difficult. And it's asking of us everything that we have never had to do. It is. We've never had to be this patient in our lives. People can taste the day of judgment on their teeth. They're like, I can taste that. Most High God is like, you still have to be patient. It's not the time just yet. I will never call Rick to arms. Rick will bring himself to bear as he does and as he shows me. Don't worry. I'm going to keep making my Rick videos. Don't worry. Rick is going to get a hold of this somehow, some way, shape, or form. I told you, Vlad Pooty, okay? My guy. Word. They hate it. They hate when I say that. My God, that's my dude, bro. The most well-spoken politician right now that I know of. He talked better than all the other politicians on the whole earth that I know of right now. Talk about major actual power players. There might be a couple brothers and sisters who are more well-spoken than Vlad somewhere in the States, but Nigga, you ain't no shaker or no mover. Okay? Vlad is making motherfuckers think twice about it. And this nigga is gangbanging in the press like a savage. And stop it. My dude. People be mad when I say my dude. What, you gonna get mad if I say Hitler's my guy? My hitter. If it's like that. Or my nigga, if he don't get no bigger, he was only 5'6". If he don't get no bigger, he's my nigga, okay? He said, well, what about the Germans hating black people? Y'all do realize how many black soldiers stayed in Germany after World War I and after World War II? Because the Germans actually didn't hate black people? Word? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying, though? Like, I need people to understand this. The Germans hated black people so much that they let black dudes go over there and run roughshod and produce a whole bunch of babies. What? Okay? We're not talking about Africans who moved to Germany. We're talking about black soldiers who stayed behind or left babies behind, should I say. Okay? Stop it. How they got brown hair that's curly? How they got brown eyes and stuff? Anyway, man, people don't be asking the right questions. They don't ask the right questions. They ask all the wrong questions. What? What? Oh, bro, that's what we do, man. Listen, bro. Listen, man. If we don't have a good time, we're not gonna do nothing else. Okay? Listen, it has to be a good old time with me because I'm so serious all the time. I'm so uptight. I know I am. I know I'm uptight about a lot of stuff, so I try not to be uptight about every little thing. I mean, they want listen, hear me. This is deep. This is true. They'll have us to believe that a cat like Grigory Rasputin, right, is better than Hitler, who was getting people to have crazy sex orgies and weirdo stuff. We don't know if Rasputin had Hitler at one of these little crazy that made him. Man, y'all don't understand the stuff that goes on with these dudes, man. They all crazy up here. Them Gentiles is crazy. They can't help it. The ones who are in control are the best ones because they're in control. 2% of them are in control of themselves, full-blown control. Word, they get it. They actually understand what the fuck is going on. The other 98%, half of them, okay, half of 98 is 49. 49% of Gentiles outright are wickedly evil. They bear it out in how they treat each other in their own nations, and they bear it out in how they treat anyone not of their nation. They show that wickedly evil. The other 49%, 49.5%, are individuals who are easily influenced, and they have to be shown the way. Now, some of them are tilt higher to the 2% or tilt to the straight up other 49%, and it swings because anything can change someone's mind. Okay? Anything can change your mind. Word? So, I know folks don't want to hear that. It's okay. It's all right. I would rather them not want to hear that. 98% of Gentiles are fucked up. I would rather them get mad at that and go away because chances are they have Gentile blood coursing through their veins. That's the fact. That's not no opinion. That's not no conjecture. That ain't none of that. That's a fact. Can you feel me? And they get mad at your boy for telling the people just basic little truths. How many Gentiles get paid off the pain of suffering, the success and triumph of black people? Just on YouTube alone, through titles and things like that. Gentiles. Come on. Got them up out of here. Hurting them. I love the body shots, y'all. The body shots are real. They don't want to hear it. It's okay. The body shots are real. If Meech has Gentile blood in his veins, not that I'm proud of it, but I'm like, it's what the fuck it is, dog. You either accept it or you don't. You see what I'm saying? It's what it is. You either look. I told y'all last time. I keep saying that I'm not a sheep. I'm a ram. That means that genetically, I don't have the constitution of a sheep. That means that I'm not all the way a sheep. Right. Come on, hear me, man. I accept that. Why can't they accept it? They might be a ram, and they mad at me because they hearing something that they don't want to hear. Tell me that ain't deep. It is, man. It's cruel and unusual, and there's too effing many, too fucking many, for sure, gentlemen. Because guess what? As many black channels as there are who talk about black people, we deserve to talk about black people. Word? Listen to the crow. Listen to him. Speak. Don't act up. Speak, my friend. I love it. That's right. That's right. He gonna give me some. Come on. That's right, bro. Say no. D-Mac. Copy paste that. Put it again. Please. 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 Copy paste it. Put it again. Oh my goodness. Nigga, I can't say it no better. Couldn't learn the language, couldn't learn nothing. They had to teach them how to shoot over the bow because they couldn't shoot to the right side of the bow. Had to make the swords longer because they couldn't use a standard sword. That's this size. This is a standard sword, y'all. Their swords be like this long. You feel me? You feel me? D-Mac, man. D-Mac said the realest shit. I don't know if niggas understand. D-Mac, bro, you's a super gangster for that. I know, back in the day, I thought you was crazy, but you can't be crazy saying that for facts. We all crazy. You know what I'm saying, though, D-Mac, word, that old school dumb shit. But I love you, bro. I really do, bro. You couldn't have put nothing better. Word, you couldn't have put nothing better. That shit is too gangster. D-Mac said, that's right, I'm flexing over here. We can't see you on the camera nowhere. We can't see you at work. Word, but I know you're flexing. I know you're feeling good because that's the truth, bro. The whole truth for nothing but it. I'll copy paste it. Fuck that. If you can't, bloop. Whoa, don't play with me, YouTube. Bang. Copy. Bang. Paste. And what? And what? And what? Come on. You feel me? Ref D-Mac, okay? You feel me? Not with the reference to D-Mac, okay? That's how we do it, y'all. Yeah. 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 Yeah, bro. Look, man. Look, I'm not gonna say I'm the most look, I'm gonna say it like this right here. Steven Jackson, apple of Yah's eye, my hitter, my nigga, if he don't get no bigger, okay? He's supposed to come by and come see me these last couple weeks. He been busy taking care of business like he should. But I hope he hit me up soon. I'm gonna have to call and check on him, probably, really. And he always say his mind is blown by the stuff I be saying. But I'd be like, man, I'm just saying the things that are true to the cortisone, okay? You feel me? Right to my heart. You know, that's all I can do is say what's true on my mind and true to my heart, because they say you shouldn't let your heart lead you. I believe that. I believe you should be led by wisdom. Word? But wisdom knows what feels right in the heart. It felt right. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Come on, man. I don't know the Most High God's ways or how he thinks, but I'm going to tell y'all something because wisdom told me this. It felt right for the Most High God to share the gift of life with someone. And it felt even more right that they should live forever like he does. Did we ruin that? Or did the angels ruin that? Come on. Talk to me, y'all. I'm here with y'all. Somebody talk to me back on that. I'm going to sit here for half a second, pour a little more of this Pendleton, okay? And in the next 20 or so minutes, I'll probably head it on out. But I'm telling y'all, man, think about that. That's what wisdom told me. He thought it was right that we get that. And it should have been forever. Wisdom told me, she said, that's why death is so painful and so unbearable. Because you know that you should live forever. Come on. They don't want to. Come on, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm your brother. I'm here to talk to you. That's right. Less traveled. That's right. Long road home. I'm not the path. The Most High God is the Most High God's law. His ways are the narrow path. I am simply a messenger to tell you that to get on the narrow path, to get on the long road home, you must abide by the laws of the Most High God. You must first admit that you are wrong and that you have done wrong. You must do your best in all your knowledge to rid yourself of idol worship. You must honor your mother and your father. You must. You must honor the sanctity of marriage. You understand? You shouldn't steal. You shouldn't kill. You shouldn't bear false witness. You shouldn't covet anything. You shouldn't desire what is not yours. Am I lying? See, I bless y'all because I know people just want to hear what I have to say. That's what makes me feel weird. Because I'm like, what about me? You know, what about me? I'm just this unfortunate sucker who fortunate enough to have been called to do something I really do know is righteous, but unfortunate in the level of I don't have the requisite discipline to be a true man in the eyes of the Most High God. I'll only always be an animal. Enoch was seen as a man first, then Noah, then Moses. All of them have actually been around or felt the presence of the Most High God because they did what a man is supposed to do, overcome all animalistic urges. So, in a sense, because Moses would not sanctify the Most High God in the presence of the people, he proved to be a man, capable of his own thought, capable of his own will, not giving in to the urges or the pressure of the environment. And Noah the same. And even more true for Enoch, because in the days of Jared, his father, the angels came down. Come on, y'all, deal with me. I'm trying to deliver the message so that way it can be heard. I look, this video only gets so many views. Most people won't listen to most of it. They're gonna skip all over the place. That's okay. Because there's gonna be some individuals who hear this video who are meant to hear it, who need to hear it, who need to understand that I can see the tiredness in your face. I can see the fear in your eyes. I can see that hunger in your spirit. And I see the wanting of the Most High God in all of them. And the ones who even claim that they don't believe in the God of glory. I see them wanting for the Most High God of glory. I see them wanting and thirsting and hungry for the knowledge that comes from on high. The Most High God come down and bless them. Brother, we are all the proof we'll ever need. When you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror, look into the vanity as they call it, that's right. They used to call it the vanity. When you look into the vanity in the morning and you splash that water on your face and you bless the Most High God of glory, just know he looked more like you than he looked like they who want to oppress you. And those who want to oppress you, who look like him, he will cast into the fire, surely. Of course, bro. Of course. But it wasn't for them to bow down to, man. They were meant to protect us, brother. They were meant to protect us from ourselves. So as opposed to the angels who knew how to smite embryos, telling women that this is how you kill a baby, when a woman was about to do something that would harm her child in her womb, he would say, you don't want to do that because it would harm your baby. As opposed to the angels teaching men and women how to make tonics and potions and tinctures, they would tell a man or a woman, say, hey, you don't want to eat that, or you do want to eat that. It will heal this, or it will make this bad. Okay, as opposed to telling the man or the woman that, hey, you don't that moon or these stars are not the creator. They didn't make you. The Most High God created them. He created me to tell you this. Come on, word. See, it's not about bowing down, bro. It's about cooperation. See, when one feels that they have to compromise, if the angels felt that they were to compromise themselves by assisting man who they felt that they were above, but yet you lowered yourself to sleep with man. Come on. Lowered themselves to sleep with the children of men. So not wanting to bow down to them, but sullying them even to a further level, what does that make of those angels, brother? You see what I'm saying? I hear you. I hear you, family. Look, Dark Child, I'm just here. I'm just here to speak it because it's on my heart today to speak, and God said to speak it. He said, talk, son, because you never know. You just never know, bro. And let me just go ahead and tell y'all something. I can say what I want to about Tariq Nasheed. If something happened to me, that nigga will still turn up. If something happened to me right now, most of these cats who you call YouTubers would act the fucking fool. Call to arms type shit. They don't. This is why the Gentiles go out of the way to not let anything happen to me, because they don't want that to happen. As many people as y'all don't believe, love your boy, have ever heard of me, they would be more scared to find out, more terrified to find out, more reluctant to find out that there are far more who care than who don't. And that so-called critical mass of some of them speak of, they would realize that everything that you've gained from me, right? All the words that I've said that they've been able to take from and make video after video after video. Like I told YouTube, millions, if not billions of views on YouTube are based on content that I promoted and I produced years ago. There is no pushback. They know it's the truth. Do y'all realize I helped create ADOS and FBA? Without me, there wouldn't be either one. I don't know if people, Tariq will never say that. Tariq won't even mention or utter my name. Too scared to. Scared to say that Brother Demetrius Jones is really the reason why FBA and ADOS is around. Right on? Brother Demetrius told everyone on a live stream just like this that ADOS and FBA would come to a heads because they have different idealistic views. Brother Demetrius told everyone on a live stream just like this that all those who were acting as if they were in unison were not in unison, and they would show it soon enough. And they did. Brother Demetrius told y'all when Donald Trump said that he felt like he was being lynched, that that might be the end of his presidency. I speak glad tidings and blessings on all of you, that in the day of judgment, you be hidden. In the day of judgment, you be endowed. In the day of judgment, you be protected by the Most High God. That you be uplifted to see that all your stalwart, steadfast, and steady-handed efforts have been loved by the Most High God, and He has documented every one of them, and that your sins, that the things in your heart and in your mind that are blackened and undesirable to your soul be forgiven. I'm here to tell you that. I'm here to tell you that He has salvation for you, not just in His hands, but in His gifts of life. He has granted us salvation through seed, through children, that we may see ourselves to live on when we will expire and give away the soul that the Most High God has lent to us, the spirit that has been rendered unto the flesh. I am just a man. I am just a man, a single one person. But I care enough to tell y'all that I really do love you, and that even though I was never able to be there for the people I think I should have been there for, to be able to speak to you with peaceable words of encouragement, just words to think on, a conversation to be had. Brother Darkchild said, yeah, pretty sure it's brother. I'm pretty sure. Don't think it's his sister, Darkchild, but anyway, I could be mistaken, but family Darkchild, excuse me, because it doesn't bear to my mind right now, right on. And I know we had this conversation a long time ago, but anyway, my point is this: y'all can listen to this a bunch of different times. It don't change nothing. Or you have to hear it. You have to accept what you heard. You have to be blessed on what you heard. I don't remember everything, but I remember enough. I remember this about the Most High God of glory. There was a man named Job. Oh, there is no 1619 project, family. Stop it. The 2019 weekly updates, stop it. Let's not talk about Ta-Nehisi Coates and him copying me. And once again, these cats never shout me out, bro. I never get a shout out. Never, not once. Maybe they're protecting me, right? Maybe, who knows? But just follow me, fam. They can listen to this a bunch of different times. They have to accept the message that is being put forth and realize what applies to them applies to them. What does not apply to you does not apply to you. It's that simple. Don't make it personal if it's not personal. And what is personal, improve on. Come on. Don't approve or disapprove, improve. So if I don't know something, improve on what I know. Build me up. Like Brother D-Mac did. Let me go ahead and repeat what D-Mac said before I roll out. Because I don't know if anybody understands. D-Mac said something that was too cold. Their whole civilization is what they could tolerate us teaching them. I think Dark Child is, listen, don't be mad at me, Dark Child. Brother, sister, right on. You should have put your title in there again. Right on. It's too much for people like me to remember. You know, D-Mac is clearly an egg or a dude. Dark Child. Who is it that's the sister that I thought wasn't a sister that I was calling her brother this whole time? I'm a sister actually. Could be Dark Child. I don't want to be wrong about it, but it just hit my mind. Once again, going through my own things in my mind where I'm like, brother or sister. Right on? No disrespect. None. That's just I don't remember. Word. It'd be so long and I don't have to address people enough to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys get what I'm saying. Everybody who knows me knows what I'm saying. Or I'm not perfect, so I need to ask questions, so I'm not calling people the wrong thing. Common sense. Anyway, I'm gonna drain the last little bit of this. If you have nothing for me, I have nothing left for you at this very moment other than glad tidings, other than goodwill. I don't believe in augury, which is the signs of the weather or animals speaking or doing something or acting a certain way. But I do believe that these crows love to hear what I have to say because they always show up when I do my videos. Always. They act up every time. They don't act up, but they want to be a part of it. I don't blame them. And then they get quiet like they do. And I don't blame them either. Here we go. Job. Righteous Edomite. A righteous Edomite. The righteous Edomite. Job. Jobab. Do y'all realize his suffering was so great, so terrible, so horrendous that everyone but Job's nephew, who should have been seen as more righteous than all of them, told Job, you should pretty much curse the Most High God and go ahead and die. It's not for me or for you to choose if you are righteous or not. Your heart and your mind were already made to be a certain way. Play your part. Be who you are. If it is in you to repent, you will repent because the Most High God will have given that to your heart to repent. If you cannot repent, you never even heard this video. Don't even know I exist. See what I'm saying? Deep like that, y'all. Job felt that whatever he might have done that was wrong, Job was a righteous man. Righteous isn't perfect. Brothers and sisters, when the Most High God tests you, keep this in mind. One moment. Here we go. Verse 15. They that fear the Lord, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 15, excuse me. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is so is his mercy. Stop right there. Don't go out here doing it you ain't got no business doing. Do what's right by the Most High God's law. The Most High God's law supersedes the law of the land. And if you conduct yourself within the ordinance of his law, no matter what, okay, he's going to do right by you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that these guys killing each other in the Midwest or in the South or in the Northeast or even over here on the West Coast is okay. But the avenger of blood must avenge the blood. You understand? Word? Can you dig it? That must take place. I end on this note. The path less traveled, the long road home, the path less traveled will end in the blood of your enemies. I salute you. I say good day. May tomorrow be better than today, and may next week be better than the week that just passed.